Okay, hopefully you guys can see my screen now. And let me hit play. Okay, so I know that you were probably invited on here to hear a little bit more about Juice Plus. My name is Reagan Dean. I'm a national marketing director, actually a presidential national marketing director with Juice Plus. And I, 17 years ago, a little over 17 years ago, found out about Juice Plus. And actually, it was 18 years ago, but I was really stubborn and wouldn't listen. And when I found out that it was just food, it made sense to me. And when I saw the research, which I'm going to tell you a little bit about, that really made sense to me. So we like to call our presentation One Simple Change because it really does just sometimes take that one simple change that can make a big difference in your health. And before we get started, I wanted to just tell you that Juice Plus makes no health claims. And, we are not the be all end all. We are a tool. We are fruits and vegetables in a capsule. We're an easy way to flood your body with more produce that's super clean and super nutritious so that your body has the ingredients that it needs to make its own medicine to repair your cells or whatever it needs to do. So we like to call that one simple change because that one simple change sometimes can lead to the next thing. So maybe because now you start to fuel your body, maybe all of a sudden you go, oh, I've got a little bit more energy. Maybe I'm going to go for a walk today, or I'm going to run further, or maybe you're sleeping better, things like that. So what does good health mean to you? Well, one of the things I like to ask people, if you could change something in your health, what would it be and why? And we all have different answers for that. Sometimes I hear, gosh, I'd love to lose some weight. I know bikini season is coming up. So I know for me, I'd love to look a little bit better in my swimsuit than I do right now. That's good health, right? I'd like to have a little bit more energy, maybe riding my bike when it runs out of its electricity at the bottom of the hill and I can make it back up. That happened to me today. My e-bike ran out of fuel at the very bottom of a huge hill. So love to be able to just get on there and kick that back up the hill without breathing as hard as I'm breathing right now. So maybe it's for you having that prevention so that maybe your body has better nutrition on board to deal with getting some illness that you may be predisposed to. Maybe it's familial, maybe you've had cancer before or something like that. So Juice Plus, again, is just something that helps you to get more fruits and vegetables into your body so that your body has what it needs to deal with whatever. Okay. So we don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. That is the truth. Not one person do you know actually eats 1 cup of fruits and 1.5 cups of vegetables every single day. Sometimes we have a good day, but most of us are pretty infrequent with that. And so, again, this is a great way to bridge that gap between what you do eat and what you should eat. So, here is what Juice Plus is. It's fruits and vegetables, okay? When is the last time you ate all of these different fruits and vegetables all in the same day? Okay? When's the last time you ate currants or cranberries or yucca? How many of you are having a dose of, spirulina for breakfast? I mean, so you can see there's a lot of really good superfoods that are in here. And this is what you're getting in your body every single day that you eat Juice Plus. And what would happen to whatever it is, whatever you answered that question with, what would you do, for your health if you could, what change would you make? What would happen to that if you actually were able to eat all of this every single day? Okay. So it's not about getting 5 pounds of broccoli in one day, right? It's about getting a little bit of a lot. That's why the National Cancer Institute, the National Health Institute, the American Dietetics Association, the Dental Association, all the associations tell us to eat what? More fruits and vegetables. They're not telling us go eat more vitamins, but that's exactly what is happening is because what we do is we hear that and then we go to Costco. This is what I used to do. And I would go and try to buy the next big, oh, this is the super vitamin and more is better, right? No, it's not, because you know what? We only know how to get out around 13 vitamins out of all of these, different things and put them into a vitamin pill for you. But guess what? We have identified well over 25,000 ingredients in raw fruits and vegetables, plus all of the enzymes that tell the body how to combine all of those nutrients. So how do you know your body doesn't need nutrient number 2 with number 2002 along with number, 24,000 to be able to repair whatever is going on for you that day, right? It's kind of like, when's the last time you tried to bake a cake without all the ingredients? It doesn't really turn out very good. So you can see why we have such a huge epidemic of people that, are getting heart disease and cancer, and their immune systems are totally shot. Well, because they're not getting something so simple as enough plants into their diet. And that's what Juice Plus is this tool to do that. Okay. So again, it's to bridge the gap between what you do eat and what you should eat. Okay. One thing I love about Juice Plus is, sorry, let me go back, that we control our produce that goes into those capsules from the seed in the soil all the way until it gets into your home. So in order for you to even grow produce for Juice Plus, you have to go through a 3 to 5 year interview process where we come out, we test your soils, we test your growing process to make sure that there's no contaminants of any kind, because we don't want that in our product, and therefore it's not, okay? And we grow the fruits and vegetables. They're grown, in peak conditions. They are picked at the peak of freshness and juiced very quickly. And from there, we also have a process that removes the liquids, most of the sugars and the salts. And so if you can imagine, if you've ever maybe just juiced, I don't know, let's say oranges at Christmas time, maybe, I know we always like to juice fresh oranges at Christmas time. Some years it takes a lot of oranges to get a little bit of juice, right? And some years we get really juicy oranges and it doesn't take as many, okay? So, but can you imagine then if you had that juice and took out all of the, just even the liquid, what would be in the bottom of that pitcher would be all of the nutrients and all of the enzymes that were originally in the oranges. So that's what Juice Plus is. It's just concentrated produce. Okay, one thing I love about it too is it's gluten-free. You can see here on the bottom, it's non-GMO. There's no artificial colors, preservatives, flavors, no added starches, and it's even kosher. So it's good. Okay. All right. Juice Plus capsules. So you can see here that those produce powders have been put into our capsules. You can see here we have vegetables, we have fruits, we have berries, and we also have a plant-based omega oil, which I'm going to tell you about next. But because we're starting with that farm fresh nutrition, we're getting that highest quality going into those capsules. And that's what you're able to get into your body very easily. For me, what I do is I put them right next to my toothbrush. I never forget to brush my teeth, and I go Juice Plus then brush. I've been doing that for 17 years, and that is what has worked for me. All right, Juice Plus Omega Blend. So many people are finally learning that omegas are so important for our body, okay? So a lot of them are turning to like fish oils and things like that. The problem is we're overfishing, we're farm raising fish, things like that. And it's really not good for our planet. But actually, you can take a plant-based omega where all of this is sustainable. It's grown pure and is sustainable. And it's a full spectrum omega. So it's not just omega-3, okay? So remember when I told you about all of those nutrients found in fruits and vegetables that your body can use and combine what it needs to do its job. Well, the same thing is true with omegas, okay? So this is omega-3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, not just omega-3. And by the way, those all work in synergy, just like the fruits and vegetables. These are cold pressed, so they're not exposed to heat. And that helps, what you want in those omegas stay in those omegas. When you expose it to heat, it can actually kill all the lignans and things that you're looking for anyway. And we have a vegetarian 2-piece capsule. We're the only people on the market that have that. And again, that's so that we don't have to expose any of this to heat. All right, we have 2 other awesome nutritional products. And one is our Complete Shake. And I love our Complete Shake. Our Complete Shake, I have to tell you, I haven't found any other shake that tastes as good or is to me as healthy. It's balanced between carbs, protein, fat, and fiber. So it's super good for you. It's probably the healthiest meal you'll eat all day long. It's vegan. It's naturally low fat. It's low glycemic. So we have a lot of people that have blood sugar issues that love this because they're actually able to drink something yummy and not have to worry about that. It's gluten-free. It's got ancient grains and sprouts. And how many of you guys are eating this? Radish, broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, quinoa, amaranth, millet. I mean, how many times do you guys putting that in your body even a year, right? And we also have the plant-based protein. We have 5 vegetarian sources of protein. One is a water wash soy, so it's not isolated soy protein. This is a whole soy, so just like eating an edamame bean, which is a complete protein, and it's actually shown to be beneficial in being protective for your body, where some of the obliterated soys actually have some bad research on them, but not whole soy. Chickpea powder, pea protein, and rice protein. So it's all whole food, okay? We also have some bars. We have 2 different flavors of bars, that chocolate and also a tart cherry, that have that same makeup. And the shakes, by the way, come in chocolate and vanilla. And then we like to doctor ours up with all kinds of different vegetables and fruits and make them taste however we want. But we live on these in our house. And I think if you try them, you're going to love them too. Okay, so when I told you I was skeptical. So when I first heard about Juice Plus, I thought, I don't need another vitamin supplement. I don't know about you guys, but I'm one of those people that the minute I take a multivitamin, it usually comes back up. Been like that my whole life. I've got a sensitive stomach. And so I was skeptical. And, you know, you hear a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff. And when I saw the research on Juice Plus, it made sense to me because it actually shows gold standard, double-blind, randomized, placebo-controlled studies that are tested on the product in humans. It's peer-reviewed and published in the very top medical journals. It's not tested on animals, and we have over 40 published studies, 41 actually, showing that the nutrients are bioavailable, helps with your oxidative stress and redox biology, helps reduce systemic inflammation. By the way, all disease starts with inflammation, just so you know. Another word for inflammation is itis. Anything with itis is inflammation. Obesity, we have a study that showed that it helped with the adipose fat right around the belly. That also is linked to people that have a higher rate of heart disease, cancer, things like that. Help to show better DNA repair. So, you know, maybe you're somebody that has diabetes. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have diabetes, but if your DNA is getting less damage and it's repairing better, maybe you're prolonging the effects of what might have happened if you hadn't had this nutritional, foundation on board. Cardiovascular health. We've #1 killer is, cardiovascular disease. So it helps with your cardiovascular health and your circulation, your lung health, healthy skin and gums, and quality of life. We actually have a study done by the National Cancer Institute, funded by the National Institute of Health, that showed that Juice Plus, compared to people eating 10 servings of raw fruits and vegetables, that Juice Plus actually outperforms. So again, you should still eat those fruits and vegetables, but we want to make sure that you're getting what you need, and you're probably not eating what you need. Also on here, that's not listed on here, is it helped to improve immune function. And we have 5 studies that show immune function, and having your immune system healthy is important all the time, not just right now. And so, this is something you want to think about, because you want this on board. You want your immune system ready to fight versus trying to be reactive. You want to be proactive and have those nutrients there when you need them. Okay. Now, the family health study, when I told you I heard about Juice Plus, I didn't order it for me. I ordered it for my kids. I found out that if you're a parent and you have a child between the ages of 4 and full-time undergrad college, that child can get Juice Plus complimentary with your order. And I was like, okay, well, I knew I wasn't getting enough fruits and vegetables. I knew that. So I knew also, as a mom, it was my job to make sure my kids did. So I knew they weren't either. And so I ordered it for them. My husband and I's came by default, but our whole family experienced great health. My son used to be on antibiotics every single month for tonsillitis, sinusitis, ear, whatever, otis, I don't know. But after we got him on Juice Plus, he stopped getting sick. And my kids went for well visits all the way through high school, and they still take Juice Plus, and they are 24 and almost 27 now. So what we know based on the results, though, are that 60% were missing less days of school, of course, because they feel good. 56% were taking less over-the-counter drugs or prescription drugs. 71% were drinking more water, less doctor visits. That makes sense too, right? And also, this one was interesting because on the way out the door of the evening that I heard about Juice Plus, the lady that had done the presentation had said to me, "Oh, and your kids are going to start craving fruits and vegetables." And I looked at her and I said, "Oh, yeah, right. Those are force fed in my house." Well, lo and behold, about a month into taking Juice Plus, my son ordered a salad when we were out for dinner, and my husband and I were like kicking each other under the table saying, "Don't mess it up, don't say anything." And both of my kids, they were 6 and 9 when they started, they grew up, they refused to eat fast food. It was nothing we said, they just didn't like it. And it's called metabolic programming, and when you start to put good stuff in and that's what your cells are craving, then that's what you're going to like. So we actually influence their taste by giving them good stuff. Amazing, right? So 71% consuming less fast foods and soft drinks, and 61% eating more fruits and vegetables. And my kids, I have to proudly say as a mom, they're in their 20s now, and I'm so proud of the way that they eat, and they do that every day. It's not just once in a while, and it's not to impress mom. Okay, so being part of our community, if you decide to kind of come on along and maybe start with some Juice Plus, that's your one simple change. Maybe that's what you need. We have some great resources for you as well. We have cookbooks. We have a website that has all kinds of different resources for you. We have home fitness series. We participate in charity miles where you can start logging your exercise, you're running for donations. And we have a Freedom Revolution where you can actually share with other people the information that you know and make a difference in their family and their community and your community. And so I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. But the Start Strong program with the kids, I love how we support our children that are on our family study. And there's all kinds of different sticker charts and programs for the kids to be able to participate in, YouTube channels, contests, and we have over 1 million kids getting Juice Plus for free. So I'm pretty proud of that, because who else is giving kids free Juice Plus? By the way, our kids are growing up in the most toxic food environment in the history of mankind. I didn't want my kids to participate in that. I hope you don't either. Okay, one simple change. Great way to get started. Maybe you start with some Juice Plus capsules, maybe some omegas as well. That's what we take. Maybe for you, it's like, gosh, I love doing shakes in the morning, or maybe I need to do a shake in the morning. Maybe get some complete. And then we also have a tower garden, which helps you also to be able to grow your own food right now, which I have had a tower garden before Juice Plus had tower garden. And I have 2 of them. I have had up to 5. I'll just warn you, they have babies. I have since given a few of them away to a shelter called Hope House here in Denver, where there's teenage moms and they're growing some of their own food, which is great. Once my kids moved out, I didn't need it as much. And I gave one to another family that she has 6 kids, and I thought she needed it more than me. And but then I just bought another one for my daughter. So we're starting to add back into the family. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that in just a second. We also have a Shred 10 program. So if you're somebody that says, okay, I'm done, I just want to be super healthy, we have a program that helps you to detox and rejuvenate. And it's a program that you focus for 10 days. The program's really not 10 days. It's kind of a jump start into how you should eat, because you know what? Good health is good habits, really, right? And then the right choices nutritionally. So we help you to get those habits and also get that nutrition in. And so you're supported with recipes, a Facebook group. At the beginning of the month, if you want to, you can eat super clean with us for 10 days. We do it every single month. And so if you want to find out more about that, you can come on along. But basically, it's simple things that we just don't do for 10 days. Like, we give up dairy and gluten and alcohol, and we exercise and we sleep more, and all the things we're supposed to be doing. And you can take that at any level that you want to. And maybe for you, it's some of those things, maybe it's all of those things. So we invite you to kind of come along for that. Okay, Tower Garden again, future of growing. We have had through this pandemic, we have had a run on our Tower Gardens because people are finally learning that, you know what, I do need this fresh produce. I want to have it available to me all the time. I grow my tower. I'm in Colorado. I live at 7,900 feet, so it's very difficult to have a garden up here. But I have a garden in my garage in the winter, and then I roll it out into the yard in the summer. And so it grows really, really fast. I get about 30% more produce off of it than I would in a soil garden. You can do it year round. There's no soil digging or weeding, and it uses 90% less water. That's so huge, you guys. That also means that all the phosphorus that we're washing away forever, like plants can't grow without phosphorus, and our country is running out of phosphorus. It's using all of it, okay? And you can grow it in 2.5 square feet or less. We actually have two versions. We have one that's meant to always be inside that's a little smaller, and then we have one that can go inside or outside. It's a little bit bigger. My daughter just got the home version, which is a little bit smaller than this one here. And she told me today that she says, Mom, I can't keep up with the amount of lettuce that's coming out of this thing. So she's now sharing with her neighbors in her apartment, which is so exciting. Speaking of sharing, we do have, I told you about the Freedom Revolution. We do have a program where if you kind of go, you know what, I can see myself doing this, but I bet you that you know somebody who's going to answer the same thing to the question from the beginning. If you could change something in your health, what would it be? I bet you know other people that are looking for that too. Or I bet you know somebody with children, or I bet you know somebody that would love to earn a little extra income while doing something that helps other people. And if you're that person, we'd love to talk to you because for $52 a year, okay, it's $1 a week, you can have the right to be able to share all of the Juice Plus products, the Tower Garden, the Complete, the Omegas, all of that. And you could actually pay for your own Juice Plus, or you could make an extra couple $100s a month. Or if you work really hard like I did, you could create a full-time income with full benefits. And that just took me 2 years to do that, but I worked really hard to do that. So, you know, if you'd like to know more about that, to me, it's kind of like I knew I was going to tell people anyway, because why wouldn't I? I knew that, you know, I had other moms that I knew their kids were eating just as, you know, bad as mine. And not that I wasn't trying, right? Like I was doing the best I could as a mom, but kids are picky. And so this was an easy way to just know I could make sure they had that in their body, and anything else they got was a bonus. And so, you know, I'm like, sure, I'll share it with them. So anyway, we'd love to talk to you more about that, but that's all I have for you tonight. I hope that you learned a bit about Juice Plus. Again, you know, I love the research. I love that I was able to raise my family on Juice Plus, and they still take it. Will never, ever, ever not take it. And I love that I get to inspire communities all over the world. We're a global company. We are in over 20 countries, and you can talk to all of them anywhere, just like they live next door. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and I'm going to stop and open it up for questions.